Hi, my name is Abby Shane Dubin. I am New York based and I am SAG eligible. So on conscientious consumption, my thoughts as a yogi are pretty specific. So what it begins with is a sense that my pleasure from consumption needs to in some way be mitigated. So for instance, I get the New York Times, however, I never actually get it. It just arrives so early, and my morning starts with a 4-hour silent meditation retreat on my own into my head. And by the time I get to the door, it's gone. The Times, that is, and the time. But what I see is that it is conscientious consumption because I am supporting really positive journalistic research out in the field that leads to the daily that everyone listens to. But then I order the paper and I don't actually read it. So therefore it's not only conscientious, but it's also selfless because my neighbor at 5D gets to read it. And I'm pretty sure he shares the sports section with this guy in 2F. So that's one thing that's spread amongst many. And then it's really a tongue twister. Conscientious consumption also means that it's a lot of external variables. So the next external variable I see is that on every 5th purchase or so, my guru says that we can actually enjoy the material world because everything is a balance. The yin yang, which I referred to last time in terms of my black and white dog, she represents both yin and yang. But anyway, so that was conscientious. But as I was saying, so every 5th purchase or so, you can actually get something that's vintage, so has some sort of essential recyclable quality to it. So every 5th thing or whatever can be a vintage Chanel purse from the 90s, because actually I hear that the leather was better because it was more authentically made in Europe. Or a Terry Mugler dress or skirt because that line never really goes out of fashion. So yes, it is recycled, and yet it is also timeless, so it can forever be recycled. That infinity notion is super conscientious, right? And then the last aspect of conscientious consumption, I think, is one of the of energy sources. It's more energetic. So what I do is I bring it home and I have my spiritual guide bless it and cleanse it, and also make sure that there's no plastic in it, because that's important now, because straws, it used to be paper, now it's plastic. So yeah, I try to be really aware of that. Get your energy healer over, buy a vintage bag, let someone take your paper every now and then, and smudge it. Thanks.